So you can see over here, these are the initial readings. Okay, so as I told you, initial load, as we don't have put any load over there on the apparatus, so we will consider initial load is 0 kg. Okay, and initial compression in jib member, as I shown you, that is 0 kg. Okay, and initial reading for the tension in the tie member. Okay, as I have shown you, reading in the spring balance, so we will consider this is 0.1 kg. Okay, and this is the length of vertical post. Okay, we have measured the length of vertical post, that is 79.5. Okay, so we have to put like this, 79.5 centimeters. Okay, I repeat, initial reading for initial load, we don't have put any load, so it is 0 kg. Initial compression in jib member 0. Initial tension in the tie member, that is value in spring balance, that is 0.1 kg, and this length we have measured, this is the length of vertical post, that is 79.5. So let's concentrate on the observation table for the experiment number 3rd. Okay, and these are the columns, that is load, initial length in loaded condition, this is final reading. Okay, and this is compression in jib member, tension in tie member, and percentage error and mean percentage error. Okay, so for this purpose, okay, for the column of load, here we consider 1 kg. We will put weight consequently 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 kg. So we will start from 1 kg. It means we will put 1 kg of load on the hook over there on the apparatus by means of hook weight. Okay, so I will show you how it works. Okay, so this is 1 kg of weight. I am putting this weight over here on the apparatus. Okay, so as per the observation table, first column, that is load, initial condition was 0 load, and now we have put this load, that is 1 kg. Okay, this is 1 kg, and I will show you how different values on the observation table, how can we put that values from the observation tables over here. Okay, so after putting this weight, okay, we have to measure the lengths of tie member, likewise jib member. Okay, and we have to put these values in the observation table, and we have to repeat this procedure for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kgs. Okay, same procedure we will repeat for 5 times, as this is the procedure for 1 kg. Okay, for this load of 1 kg, we will measure this length of tie member, then we will measure this length of jib member. Okay, for 1 kg of load, and in same procedure we will put 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg and 5 kg sequence wise. Okay, and we will take readings on the observation table. Okay, so after putting this 1 kg of load over here, okay, we have to use this thread to measure the length for tie member and jib member. Okay, so by using this thread, okay, we have to fix this thread over here. Okay, and from this point to this point. Okay, there are the two center points over here. This is one center point and this is second center point. Okay, so we have to measure this length. Okay, like this. Okay, this is how we got this length, and we will measure on the scale. So it is around 113.5. Okay. Likewise for the jib member. We will measure the length. Again, there are two center points. This is one center point, and there is this second center point. Okay. So we will measure this length. Okay, like this. Okay. by means of meter scale. Okay, and length of the jib crane is 130. Okay, that is centimeter. So after putting 1 kg of load over here, okay, we have measured the length of tie member, that is 113.5 centimeters. Okay, and we have also measured the length of this jib member. Okay, that is 130 centimeters. Okay, and now we have to take some final readings by means of spring balance for the tie member and by means of this compression scale for the jib member. So please come here, I will show you the final reading. Okay, this is the spring balance. Okay, we have to measure the final reading for the tie member from here. Okay, and likewise from this compression scale on the jib member, okay, we have to measure final reading for the jib member. Okay, so students, this is the observation table. Again I am telling you, this is the first column, that is load. We have put 1 kg of load on the apparatus. Okay, and this is the length in loaded condition, and second column is of final reading. So length in loaded condition for the tie member, what we have measured, that is 113.5 centimeters. Okay, and length in loaded condition for jib member, that is 130 centimeter. I have shown you. Okay, 113.5 and 130 for jib member. Okay, so I have also shown you final reading for the tie member. It was around 1.5. Okay, and for the jib member it was 1.6. So this we have measured from the spring balance on the tie member, and this value we have measured from the compression scale on the jib member. I repeat, length in the loaded condition for the load of 1 kg for the tie member, length is 113.5 centimeter, length for the jib member is 130 centimeter, and final reading we have measured from the spring balance on the tie member, that is 1.5 kg, and final reading for the jib member we have measured from the compression scale on the jib member, that is 1.6. Okay, I will tell you how this compression in jib crane member will be calculated, and tension in the tie member also. Okay, so students, compression in the jib member, okay, there are two columns, experimental value and this is analytical value. Okay, analytical value we have to consider, or we have to calculate this value by means of analytical method. Okay, and this experimental values, that is final reading minus initial reading. Okay, I will tell you how these values can be considered over here. Okay, so for the experimental values for this column, okay, so we have to consider final reading. This is about jib member, compression in jib member. So we have to consider final reading of jib member. So in this column of final reading, we will consider final reading of jib member, that is 1.6. Okay, so final reading for the jib member it is 1.6, and initial reading for the jib member is 0. Initial reading for the jib member is 0. So final minus initial, so final is 1.6 minus 0, we will get the value over here, it is 1.6. I repeat, compression in the jib member for the experimental values, final minus initial readings. Okay, so this in this column, final reading for the jib member reading is 1.6, so 1.6 minus 0, it is 1.6. Okay, and likewise tension in the tie member, this is experimental setup and this is analytical setup column. Okay, for the experimental setup, again final reading minus initial reading, so we will consider final reading for the tie member. Okay, final reading for the tie member, so this is 1.5 over here. Okay, final reading for the tie member is 1.5 minus minus initial reading for the time member. We have considered it 0.1 kg. Okay, so 1.5 minus 0.1, it will be 1.4 over here. Okay, so I will repeat tension for the time member, that is final reading column, that is time member reading is 1.5 minus initial tension in the time member is 0.1 kg. So final reading minus initial reading, so 1.5 minus 0.1, we will get this value as 1.4 kg. Okay, and these values for this analytical column, okay, you can see over here these values we have to calculate by means of drawing free body diagrams. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, like this. Okay, we will tell you the total procedure how we have to draw this free body diagram. Okay, so by drawing this free body diagram over here and considering these three angles, putting the formula of Lami's theorem, we will get these values. Okay, and what value we will get over here, we have to put in this column. Okay, for the compression member, for jib member, compression in the jib member in the analytical column, and likewise tension in the time member in this analytical. Okay, so we can consider this as an analytical C, and this will be considered as an analytical T. Okay, so we will show you the detailed procedure. We will show you detailed procedure how to draw this free body diagram and calculate these values. Okay, so I hope you can understand what we have told you over here, and you can easily learn this experiment. Okay, thank you.